Welcome to the class of antenna and wave propagation. This is a video lecture, and we will start with the half wave dipole. So now we will start with the half wave dipole. In the half wave dipole, the physical length of the antenna, that will be lambda by 2, or you can say effective length, that also will be lambda by 2. Clear? So a lambda by 2 antenna is called as a half wave dipole or Hertz antenna. That if I say this is a half wave dipole, now see this one, this one is a half wave dipole and total length is L. If I say this is a level of ground, or you can say this is a level of origin, that is Z equal to 0. So height above the ground, if I say that is H, and L equal to 2H, and here if I say H equal to, see this one, this H is below the ground from this level, that is, so total length will be L equal to 2H, and this is a source which is provided to the dipole, and it means this is a current providing to the dipole, and the current distribution is like in the shape of this one. Clear? So the current distribution, that will be Im equal to sine beta H minus Z. Above the ground, that will be sine beta H minus Z, and below the ground, that will be sine beta H plus Z. Now if I say I want to calculate the power radiated by the dipole, so first I will calculate the fields radiated by the dipole and the field obtained at point P. I want to calculate the field obtained at point P. So let's say take a small length of this dipole, that is known as the dz, and this above the ground, that is, this is equal to z. So this z, dz is the small element of from this z, and from the distance from the origin or from the center of the dipole, the distance from point P to this one is r. So if I say this distance is r, so this distance from the dz will be equal to what? That is capital R equal to r minus में z cos theta. Why this is r minus z cos theta? Because there will be some path difference, and that will be equal to z cos theta. Clear? So that's why it is known as the r minus z cos theta. Now to have a large distance, we just show that this is going this one as a parallel. So when we are talking about the normal distance as a magnitude, then r can be equal to r. But when we will talk this distance in terms of what? Phase, then we cannot put like this one. Clear? So a dipole antenna is defined as a symmetrical antenna in which two ends are at equal potential relative to the midpoint. Means two ends are at equal potential with relative to the point within its center. Clear? Now straight radiator, in this radiator is fed at the center and produces a maximum radiation in the plane normal to the axis. Clear? So to calculate the radiation field of a dipole, L equal to 2H, that is length of antenna, is the twice of the height of the antenna, assuming that the ground is perfectly conducting. So, and after assuming the ground is perfectly conducting, the field is to be calculated at point P. Now see this one, current distribution, which I am saying that current is provided to this one, that is I equal to Im sine beta H minus Z, when Z is greater than 0, and when z is less than 0 then I equal to Im sin beta h plus में z. So at point P, first we also want to calculate the E and theta. So for calculating the E and H, so we will first calculate the magnetic vector potential and V. Clear? Then only we can find out the E and H component. Clear? So vector potential at point P will be, due to current element, dz will be equal to daz equal to mu into my I into my dz e minus j beta r upon my 4 pi r. But why it is capital R? Because the distance from this dz element to point P, that is r. Clear? So if I want to calculate the total magnetic vector potential due to whole length of this one, so total vector potential at point P due to the whole dipole, due to the full length of dipole. Clear? So that will be integral of daz, that is 0 minus s to 0 daz 0 to h daz. On just integrating, you will get mu upon 4 pi minus s to 0 e power beta h plus z and 0 to h sin beta h minus z. Now as r is very very large, so in numerator, because in numerator we are talking about what, r can be equal to small r. ठीक है? In denominator you can say that r can be equal to small r, but when we are talking about at the face, I cannot write r equal to capital R. We can only write that r equal to r minus z cos theta. Clear? Now see, for the half wave dipole, L equal to lambda by 2, so h will be equal to lambda by 4. When I say h equal to lambda by 4, then I can see that h will be equal to pi by 2. Clear? Now see, sin beta h plus z will be sin beta h minus z equal to cos beta z. When I have put the h equal to pi by 2 here, then it will be cos beta z. So you will see here that on putting this sin beta h plus z equal to cos beta z e minus j beta z upon में this one divided by 4 pi r, because in the denominator I can say that this one is the denominator. Clear? Now see this one is the overall az. Now see this one, use the formula what, as you know that e की power में j theta plus में e क्यू minus j theta is divided by 2 equal to what, cos theta. Clear? So use the identity. If I am using this identity here, so you will see that e power minus j beta z cos theta plus में e power minus j beta z cos z divided by 2 will be cos beta z cos theta. So on putting this value and use the identity twice of cos a cos b equal to cos a minus b, उसमें cos a plus b, just put this value, you will get az will be equal to e mu upon में mu into Im divided by 2 pi beta r e power minus j beta r cos pi by 2 cos theta divided by sin square theta. Use the identity h equal to lambda by 4, beta equal to 2 pi by lambda, put these values and z equal to lambda by 4. Now as I have calculated a vector, now from the a vector I can calculate the h magnetic field. So current element is placed along the z axis, so there will be existence of only what, az component, and there will be no ar component, that is ar will be equal to 0 and a theta is equal to minus of az sin theta. Now see this one, this is the formula, del curl of a vector equal to, in the phi component, that is equal to 1 by r. This one, put the value of ar equal to 0, a theta equal to minus az sin theta, just put this value a theta equal to minus az sin theta and put those values of az, differentiate with respect to r. Clear? On differentiating, just put this value here. Clear? And this one is equal to del cross A equal to what? Will be equal to what? Del cross A equal to mu upon में mu into में h phi, because phi component, that is mu into में h phi. Just put this value here, differentiate with respect to r. On differentiating with respect to r, you will get what? H phi equal to I m upon में 2 pi r cos of pi by 2 cos theta upon में sin theta ampere per meter square. Now I have calculated h phi. We have calculated h phi. So now we want to calculate the E theta component at point P, and that we know that E theta upon में h phi is equal to what? In the short electric dipole we have discussed that E theta upon में h phi equal to what? Intrinsic impedance of space, that will be equal to what? 120 pi or 377 ohm. Clear? Now see, therefore E theta, for calculating electric field, E theta will be equal to eta into my h phi, that is intrinsic impedance, eta equal to 120 pi into my h phi. So you will get the E theta will be equal to this one, 60 into my Im divided by r cos of pi by 2 cos theta into my sin theta volt per meter. Now we have find out the E theta and h phi component at point P. Now I want to calculate, if I want to calculate the radiation resistance, so to calculate the radiation resistance, now the next one is radiation resistance. So at point P we have calculated the total power E theta and h component. So for calculating the radiation resistance, we should know that the power radiated by antenna, power radiated by the dipole, will be equal to what? 1 by 2 I square r, I square r. Now see, this one is rr. If I drive this, power radiated by the dipole, then I can calculate the rr. Now how can I derive the power radiated by the dipole? So I have obtained the E theta and h phi at point P. So from E theta and h phi we can get the power obtained at point P. Now the power obtained at point P, we will get, how that will get? E theta multiply by h phi, you will get the power obtained at point P. Now what is the power radiated by the dipole all over the sphere? That will, if I just integrate this power obtained at point P to the over the whole sphere, you will get the power radiated by the dipole. Clear? So to calculate the radiation resistance, we will first calculate the power, average power obtained at point P. So P max equal to E theta multiply by h phi. P average power equal to E theta divided by 2 multiply by h phi by root 2, that is equal to this one. On just putting the value of E theta and phi, just put this, just multiply these two components, you will get what? I square m 60 upon 4 pi r square into में cos pi by 2 cos theta का whole square divided by sin square theta. Now Im will be equal to what? I square RMS root 2 of I square RMS. Just put this value, you will get P average equal to this one. See, now see this one. This one you have got. Now see, this is the power obtained at point P. Power obtained at point P. Now I want to calculate the total power radiated over a whole sphere by the dipole. That will be power radiated is equal to integral of this power over the whole sphere. And if I say R is constant for the sphere, R, if I say R is constant, so you can get the dot ds, and dot ds will be equal to what? 0 to phi will vary from 0 to 2 pi, theta will vary from 0 to pi, that is r square sin theta d theta d phi, and phi will vary from, as you know that there is no phi component, phi will vary from 0 to, if I integrate, that will be equal to 2 pi r square sin theta d theta d phi. Clear? So ds will come out to be the this one. Now integrate this one. You know that the ds equal to r square sin theta d theta t phi. Clear? So integrate phi from 0 to 2 pi. On integrating phi 0 to 2 pi, you will get 2 pi r square sin theta t theta. Clear? Just put this value 2 pi r square sin theta d theta. Now put the value of p average, you will get d theta. Clear? Now use the identity what? Cos square theta twice of cos square theta equal to 1 plus cos theta. Now use this identity, you will get 60 I square RMS integration 0 to 1 by 2 1 plus में cos pi cos theta upon में sin theta into में t theta. Now on solving this one, now if I say on solving this one, you will get what? This value comes out to be what? 1.219. Now see this one, that will comes out to be what? 60 multiply में 1.219 into में I square RMS. Clear? Now if I say this one, how can you get that is 2 pi r square sin theta d theta. Now see this one, 0 to 2 pi, phi will vary from and theta will vary from 0 to pi, that is r square sin theta d theta t phi. Now on integrating this one, you will get what? On integrating with respect to phi, you will get 0 to pi r square sin theta multiply में 2 pi into में d theta. That's why it is 0 to pi r square 2 pi r square sin theta d theta. That's why there is no component of phi. 0 to 2 pi is there and 2 pi r square is already written over here. Clear? Now see, on just putting this value 2 cos square theta equal to 1 plus cos 2 theta. So you will get the total power radiated, that comes out to be the 60 into में multiply में 1.219 I square RMS. Now the total power radiated multiply में this one, you will get 73.14 I square RMS, and therefore this will, as we know that the total power radiated, that is equal to I square RMS multiply में RR, or you know that is equal to 1 by 2 I square M into में RR, or I average कह सकते हो, you can say that. So use this one, just put this value here, you will get P by I square RMS, that comes out to be 73.14 ohm, that is radiation resistance of half wave dipole, that comes out to be approximately equals to 73 ohm. This is its magnitude value. If I say, clear? Now in this lecture we have concluded that the radiation, we have find out the radiation resistance of half wave dipole. To find out the radiation resistance to half wave dipole, first we will calculate the power radiated by the total by the dipole. So to calculate the total power radiated by the dipole, we will first find out, you will see that to calculate the radiation resistance, we should know about the power radiated by the dipole. So to calculate the power radiated by the dipole, we should know about the power obtained at point P. Now to get the total power obtained at point P, we should know about the field obtained at point P, and to field यानी कि means we have to find out the E theta and H phi component. Now to calculate the E theta and phi, we should know about the A magnetic vector potential and the scalar vector potential. So this is the main concept to find out the radiation resistance of half wave dipole and even for the short electric dipole. So we will first start with this one, then we will get E theta and phi, then we will get the total power obtained at point P. On integrating the total power obtained over the whole sphere, you will get the total power radiated by the dipole, and after getting the total power radiated by the dipole, you will get what? Radiation resistance. Clear? So the books I have referred for preparing the slides, that is Antennas for All Applications by J.D. Cross, and another book is Antenna Theory, Analysis and Design by the Balanis, 3rd edition. Thank you.